September Parks Board meeting. First on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, go through roll call. John Goatsberry, not here. Absent. Jonathan Kincaid here. Eileen Farmer. Jennifer Rich.
Here.
All right. Next, moving on to review of minutes. All right. Need reading?
Motion and a second.
All right. We need a motion for approving the minutes from August.
I'll make a motion to approve August meeting minutes.
I second.
So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. All right.
Okay. So I will give you my report, and then if there's any other questions, comments, concerns, we can go from there. So our August memberships at the community center, pretty consistent. Nothing crazy, but I would imagine it'll pick up even more here in October, November timeframe. So as far as projects, the Bermuda field is repaired. Soccer started the week of the 18th of August, and then I believe football had their first games on it last night. So everything seems to be going well from that standpoint. Some of the other fields have gotten really dry. We started watering those about 2 weeks ago as we needed, just keeping an eye on soil moisture, just trying to get them to break dormancy. If the kids get on them when they're dormant, it really tears them up. But I think we'll be in pretty good shape. They're going to start games this weekend. The roof repair at the community center was completed. Honest Abe came out last week and fixed that. And then obviously just maintaining the sports fields at this point is the biggest concern. I'm really looking forward to hopefully some rain here over the next 3 days. So, and then obviously trail maintenance is needed. There's some spots around town that have gotten kind of shaggy, just crabgrass and things, but doesn't really seem like it's worth running up here and spot mowing. I think we would spend more time driving around than we would actually mowing. So, unless you all have a different opinion, I'm going to continue that, I think.
No, I think it's not worth burning the fuel.
Okay. As far as the events from last month, I think everything went really well. Touch Truck was well attended. It was a little warm again. We were in discussions with the other participants, with the other board committee members for that event, and they had discussed the possibility of trying to dovetail the trick-or-treat trail with the Touch a Truck. So I think that could be a really beneficial opportunity. We may have to utilize some of that additional parking by 162 that we maintain that lot for, but the weather would be a lot nicer, I would think. There's always the chance of rain, but at least if it's 95 degrees at the end of October, we got a problem.
You probably would have a better chance of having more food trucks and stuff wanting to come with a bigger attendance too.
That's a good point.
So.
It gives people more things to do.
Yeah, I think if we were to go that route, we may have to. I do think Sunday is probably still the best route. Maybe Sunday afternoon, just because then we can still get trail participants, and then hopefully the other departments will be a little more available on Sundays as well, just so they don't have their normal, Saturday duties. I believe Chief Falkenberg had talked about the possibility of them starting at like noon maybe, and then we could kick the trail off at 2. We'd have inflatables, we'd have the food trucks, maybe add some other activities for people to do while they're down there, and I think we could have a really nice event. Plus, it simplifies the planning.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
I do too.
Wonderful. We will proceed with that then. The blood drive went really well. I believe we had 23 donors. The Red Cross was very appreciative, and it was good. I won't say the first time we've ever done it up there, but the first time that this board and myself have done it. So kudos to Jesse and Leanne. They pretty much led the charge on that, and yeah, everything went well there. So obviously Trick or Treat Trail is coming up at the end of next month. Jesse has started sending out information to past year's participants on the trail. I'm sure we'll have a good turnout. So we did receive a shipping container. We purchased one from Cars, and we've got it there by the maintenance building. It's already helping us out. We've parked the Steiner mower in there, and so we've got a lot more room to operate in the maintenance shop. So, yeah, everything's going well there. I am waiting to hear back on that second appraisal. I believe it's done, and it was in their queue to be emailed to us, but their clerical staff just hasn't gotten to it yet. I had followed back up with Sam Reed today from Appraisal Consultants. In talking with the council and with Kevin Patmore, basically once we have those appraisals, the board would come up with an offer, and then it would be a matter of exploring where the funds would come from, and then if financing is needed, then the council, or it would be funds through something that we don't have access to without their approval, then we would need their approval to pull it from a certain fund or to get financing for it before we would send the formal offer. We've got plenty of time. I don't think this is going to be a fast process by any means. So, the other thing I wanted to follow up with was the first phase A of the park plan. I had met with Clint Rose last month, and he felt pretty confident that we could come in under those numbers that REA had come up with for the first phase, with a few minor modifications. So we're starting to work that way. The council, to my knowledge, is still planning to appropriate a good chunk of the money for that phase. And then it's just a matter of maybe possibly finding some more grants, finding some more donations, and then maybe, if we absolutely had to, the possibility of bonding a very small amount, just to get us over the finish line. I do think that first phase is going to be very critical. It solves so many problems. I mean, it's going to make the playground much nicer. It's going to give us a nice event lawn, consolidated restroom and concession. We'll clean up a lot of the parking there along the south side of the road. Just make it a lot safer and a lot more aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, and the good news is, actually, I had a conversation with Clint today. They have been acquired by a larger engineering firm. They're still basically going to keep doing business as usual. It helps a lot with their HR type stuff and their payroll, accounting, things like that. And it also brings, more resources to them. Clint commented that they have a lot of experience with municipal projects and even with sports complexes and things like that. So it could be something where long term this could be very beneficial. So that's the update on that. The community center, we're still waiting to hear back from Custom Sign. I will probably have Jesse reach out to them and see where they're at on that. The millings, I think we're all just kind of waiting on things to slow down a little bit. The street department had offered to come up with their backhoe and help us spread. But I think the AC was either out in the backhoe or they don't have AC, so they were kind of waiting for it to cool off a little more.
I don't blame them there.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So it's cooler, but it's still not comfortable enough to sit in a piece of equipment without AC. So, the foyer display, so we did put up a new TV in the foyer at the community center, and the intent is to basically have the sponsorship information, upcoming events, other need-to-knows for anybody that uses the facility. So I'm going to probably have Jesse work on getting another flash drive, or we may be able to even cloud it into that TV. And then in the process of doing that, since I purchased the new TV, I was able to fix the TV problem we had in the cardio room, I think. So far, it's working. We'll see.
Great.
So, foyer restroom, universal design, starting that process. I think Cammie was out on vacation. I think, can't think of his first name, but Mr. Chip will be more than happy to assist us as well on that. I do need to follow up with legal counsel and with insurance agent on the Tai Chi at the community center. I dropped the ball on that. Wasn't anticipating all the watering we would have to do, so that's kind of been eating up a lot of my time. I think that's pretty much all I have. Do you all have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to discuss?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, I think we're ready for the vouchers.
All right. So, we want to make a motion for approving the vouchers for the amount of $2,560.57 for the Santa Claus Community Center.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
So all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries. And we also need to make a motion to pass the voucher for the Park and Rec Department for the amount of $7,328.18.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I don't need to make a motion. I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Signature.
Just a few quick housekeeping notes. So, just for the public that's watching on YouTube, the trick or treat trail will be October 26th from 12 to 2 p.m. at the park, at Yellick Park. And then our next monthly meeting will be, should be Monday. You said October 6th, I believe, right, Jennifer?
Yeah, October 6th.
Yep, Monday, October 6th. It'll be here at Town Hall at 7 p.m.
All right. Nobody else has anything? Somebody want to make a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Okay, thank you very much.